pickup truck. Off to work, it was just my luck. I had a head-on with a Jeep when some old fool drifted off to sleep. While I was lying there trying to remember how to breathe, the strangest thing happened to me. I saw my wife pass before my eyes, riding with another guy. No doubt about it, I was sure it was her, sitting by his side. They both looked over as they drove right by. Man, I nearly died. There I was fighting just to stay alive when I saw my wife pass right before my eyes. The paramedics could not see the full extent of my injury. So when I told them I had a broken heart, they jumped right into CPR. I tried to tell them that I had to go and stop her. They said, hold on, here comes the helicopter. I saw my wife pass before my eyes, riding with another guy. No doubt about it, I was sure it was her, sitting by his side. They both looked over as they drove right by. Man, I nearly died. There I was fighting just to stay alive when I saw my wife pass right before my eyes. One final look, one little last goodbye. That was the day my wife passed right before my eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
I don't look at other women anymore. I got the one and only I'll ever need. My eyes don't sway, don't drift or stray, don't play those games, it's creepy anyway. I don't look at other women anymore. My wife to be is all I'm looking for. What she's cooking is plenty for me. So good looking, like a dream to me. Used to be wild, used to chase the flame. Now I won't even remember their name. She walks in the room, Lord, I hit my knees. Ain't no one else who could do it for me. I don't look at other women anymore. My wife to be is all I'm looking for. What she's cooking is a plenty for me. So good looking, like a dream to me. I don't look at other women anymore. My wife to be is all I'm looking for. What she's cooking is plenty for me. So good looking, like a dream to me.
Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday. There you go. That's Brandon Brewster making his radio debut tonight. And I Don't Look Anymore, the title of that one. And before that, another great song by my friend Vernon Husky, I Saw My Wife Before My Eyes. There's some fun songs for you right there. We got a lot more fun in this 3-hour broadcast from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. I am live on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Scroll down on the homepage just a little bit. You'll see me live on YouTube right now, and I'm also live on that Radio Boss player. That is the live audio for the show, and I'm also live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, getting set up over here, and I'm also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Josh Norad from Canada is going to be up in bottom of hour number 1. In the bottom of hour number 2, Canyon Ogle will join me live on the program, and you'll get to hear the stories behind their songs and, of course, lots of great music on the radio tonight. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down the Road Radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio, and we're also on KWradio.com. On Saturday nights from 10 p.m. Central till midnight, you can catch the Tim Kelly Show on the HaasFM.com. That is 98.1 KOZX. And I want to thank Doug Driesel and all the fine folks over there for having our program on their refined radio station. You can stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming platforms as well: iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, wherever you stream music, just search the Tim Kelly Show. This next artist from Arizona is Lori Cole. That is Kole. This is called Rains on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Daddy had a horse named Midnight. To me, he was 10 feet tall. He'd take him all day on the cattle drive. We could hear him coming home. He said, I'll put you in the saddle if you want me to, but there's one thing you can't do. Never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Find a way to hold on no matter what comes your way. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I know your heart, and you've got what it takes to never let go, no, never let go of the reins. He said, my girl, you're becoming a woman now. You'll be headed out before you know. If you think midnight was a crazy ride, just wait until you hit the world. Stay up in the saddle like I taught you to, and when life's bucking you, never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Find a way to hold on no matter what comes your way. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I know your heart, and you've got what it takes to never let go, no, never let go of the reins. So boy, you better know about the rodeo you're jumping in. 'Cause I still love the way Daddy taught me to live. Never let go, no, never let go of the reins. Find a way to hold on no matter what comes your way. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I know your heart, and you've got what
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Well, you can drive to, cry to, come alive to, yeah, that's the power, there's no denying. Uplift you, inspire you, maybe heal and move you like the mighty sea. Make you wanna climb and dive and get to know it better. Those true life lyrics, it's what really beckons. Yeah, there's no limit to what it can do. A few chords and the truth makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me. Might wanna make you dance and stay up all night, or even sit in a corner with tears in your eyes. You never know what happens till you listen along. That's the beauty of a country song. Heartstrings pulled by a steel guitar might be your first kiss underneath the stars. It's gonna get you sooner or later, and the feeling's here to stay. Makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me. Like a bit of heel toe, let's go dance floor hopping. Nashville's finest, hey, there ain't no stopping. Everybody's spinning around and around. This honky tonk is making us feel one with the ground. Might be Dolly, Johnny, or even Hank, pouring out the jukebox all the songs that they sang. George or Garth, Willie or Waylon, it don't matter, just keep it playing. Makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me. It makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me.
His name is Chris Rettig. That is Rettig, and he is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday. That is called What a Country Song Can Do. I'll tell you what it can do. It can bring the artists together in one place, listen to their great country music on the radio, and then they get to talking and getting to know each other and collaborating, and duets come out of it, songs get written. It's awesome, ladies and gentlemen, and that is happening right now on our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, over on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and definitely over on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Chris Rettig Music, by the way, is where you can find him, and like and follow him all over social media. Great two-stepping song right there, What a Country Song Can Do. This next artist has been a special guest on this program not too long ago. I miss her on the program, but this is called Miss Your Kiss from Kate Russell on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Oh, I can't help it, my heart is on fire. Babe, you're my desire.
Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
I'd swear you were a scientist at twisting words to your benefit. Embarrassed that I took the bait. Why couldn't you just spend your days taking up phones or video games or fixing up cars or anything? 'Cause you make heartbreak look like a hobby. You do it so well. The whole time I was falling, no, I couldn't tell. Every time you said forever, now I know you never meant it in the first place. You make heartbreak look like a hobby. Whoa, like a hobby. You should come with the warning. Hope the next girl isn't so naive. Eventually it's gonna catch you. There's better things that you can do, like playing guitar or fishing on the lake, running a marathon instead of ruining my day. You make heartbreak look like a hobby. You do it so well. The whole time I was falling, no, I couldn't tell. Every time you said forever, now I know you never meant it in the first place. You make heartbreak look like a hobby. You make heartbreak look like a hobby. Like it's perfect, just to kill time. Was it fun for you to make me think you were mine? You make heartbreak look like a hobby. You do it so well. The whole time I was falling, no, I couldn't tell. Every time you said forever, now I know you never meant it in the first place. You make heartbreak look like a hobby. Like a hobby. You make heartbreak look like a hobby.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday, and we've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Josh Norad is with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
I am very good, Tim, and I'm so glad to be with you here.
Glad to have you on the program, man. You're from Upper New Brunswick in Canada, and there is a lot of great country music up there, my friend.
Oh, man, there's lots coming out. There's lots of people doing it. And, actually, country music here in the East Coast, the Maritimes, is starting to become bigger and bigger every year. So I'm glad to be a part of the wave, the country wave.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I just did a logo for that. This guy's got a music page and a website called the Indie Wave. So I built the logo for that, and that's the first thing I was looking for was a big wave that I could put behind that background. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've been riding that wave too for about the last 14 years in radio, kind of living in that indie underground world. And you guys got some great music.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah,
Yep.
we've all been we've been having a great time doing it. I personally been having a great time, and things are going excellent.
I've been working with this gentleman, Michael Richard. I'll give him a shout out. He's from up there in that direction. He's been finding me a lot of artists. I think he helped find you for me. And so it's been a great relationship, and there's a lot more to come. And I am booked into November with interviews right now.
That's amazing, man. I give a shout out to Michael too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
When you reach out to an artist and tell them, hey, I know this guy, or I reach out to artists too. I do that and say, hey, I can put you on the radio on 10 radio stations. You don't get very many no's.
Well, no, well, you know what? Radio's a different ball game now than it used to be, and it's a little tougher to get on. And when somebody comes with an opportunity like you presented me to him, I'm all in. And we just appreciate that so much as artists to have that opportunity.
You are welcome, man, and your music's getting out there too. You had a single called "To the Wind," which featured country music star Dean Brody. I've got some of his music; he's fantastic. And you debuted at number 11 on iTunes with that song.
Yeah, that was I remember that morning like it was yesterday. I got up and I wasn't even thinking we'd ever hit a chart. You know what I mean? I walk out and I just happened to have somebody message me and say, "Hey man, you're at number 40 on the chart." And I'm like, "What?" So then I go on and I look and it's at like 20. And then through the day it just went up. And by the end of day one, we had come out of it at number 11. Wow. And that was just amazing, man. What a feeling to debut at 11. That was my first single that was professionally produced, professionally released. And to have Dean Brody's band back me up on that, man, what a true honor. Yeah. And it was a blast, man. I remember it was wild. So, yeah.
That is awesome. And we're going to break the rules a little bit tonight. I told you generally I don't play covers, but you got a great rendition of Boondocks and then another song, Fast Cars and Memories, and your latest singles, what we're going to start out with playing. We'll talk about One Hand on the Wheel here in just a little bit. And I call these interviews the stories behind the songs because I get a lot of different song titles and I never know what they're about really until I interview the artists, you know, and so we'll get to hear the stories behind them. But the real story we want to hear is how did Josh Norad get into music and country music? Why country?
Well, first of all, I grew up in the sticks. And so, I mean, it's just already there in my blood, right? But I started out playing the church circuit. We would do youth groups and everything else, and we were doing some rock music. And I mean hard rock, like screaming and everything, and all of it, right? And so eventually, you know, I was back and forth. But when I would just sit alone and I would write, I would naturally just gravitate to like a bluesy rock country. Southern swampy is really what I love. And so, you know, I released a song, and at the time it was called Back Roads. It was dedicated to a friend of mine who had passed away tragically. And the response to that song was so incredible. People wanted more, so I recorded more, and I released an album of just original songs that I wrote with me and a few friends in a garage, you know, or out at a party or wherever. And that was the kickoff, and I never looked back. It just felt so true to who I am, and I never looked back, Tim. It was just like I say, the wave has kept growing, and as long as the wave's rolling, I'm going to be standing on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it, and you can ride it for a long time that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I've said that before, too. You know, if you have 10 years in the music business and you really do something major for 10 years, you know, a lot of artists do. Garth Brooks did that. He stepped away for a while. Then he comes back after a 10-year layoff and wins CMA Entertainer of the Year. You know, it's just crazy how that happens.
That's right.
But,
That's
you know,
right.
You know, if we're still talking about your music 25, 30 years from now, it becomes classic and you get played on classic country stations then, don't you?
That's true. That's true. That's what I'll be calling you for in 20, 30 years.
Right, there you go. I'll still be around, hopefully.
Classic station, Tim, come on.
That's all right. I'll need a cane to get to the soundproof booth over here.
Good to think alive, yeah.
But
we'll get her sorted out, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I do agree with this, though, and I'm sure you will, that country music does tell the best stories for a songwriter. That's fantastic, isn't it?
It is, and you can use, and this is the true with any song, but especially with country music, because you're surrounded by nature anyway, you know, and it's easy to relate to people because we sing so much about nature and so much about life and so much about just the outdoors and things like that, and it's an excellent tool to help create visuals through a song, you know, visuals in your mind and help you get to that place that, you know, I tell you, I'm singing about stars reflecting off a, you know, glass pond, you know, so you can just see it. You're there. Yeah. I don't need to say anymore, right? And then you can build your story around that, and it's an excellent tool. Country music is an excellent tool to use the world around you get you into the story.
Absolutely. And that's probably why songs like Boondocks does resonate with you so much, and I get these simple one-word titles like that too, and and don't know what the song's about until I ask the artist. But this one obviously was very well done, so we're going to play it for you tonight. And then, of course, there's nothing like driving a fast car and rolling the windows down, or four-wheel drive trucks or whatever that on these dirt roads and back roads, and cranking up the country music to those too.
That's right.
That's awesome. So tell us what you like to do away from music when you're not doing that. You perform in a lot of shows, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But what do you like to do away to relax?
Well, I got to tell you, I have a passion for grain farming, and it's a job just like any other job, but I absolutely love it. It's hard work, as any farmer knows. It's intense. There's days you wake up and you hate it.
Yeah.
But as soon as the season's over, a couple weeks go by and you're like, dude, I wish I was back in that combine, or man, I wish I was back. You know what I mean? And so that's a major passion of mine. I love four-wheeling. I love driving. I love having fires by the water and a party and getting guys out jamming on guitars. Just that entire country life. And I think, Tim, if I just go away from even the music a little bit, well, I shouldn't even say away from the music, but as alongside the music in my live performances, the energy I want to bring and the energy I want to put out through my music is just that anything could happen, that fun night where you get out and just, anything could happen, and you're just always on the edge of your seat with excitement of what's going to happen next, who's going to jump in the river next, who's going to try to get through that mud hole with their wheeler next, and then as far as even the softer songs like Fast Cars and Memories, really slowing down in those fast, crazy moments, just slowing down and looking around and thinking, dude, like, this is the life. This is the life.
Yeah. It's not every day when I ask that question, what do you like to do away from music, that I'm going to hear your passion for grain farming and things like that. But, that makes sense, because you're helping put food on the table. And I've always wondered that, growing up, I was growing up in southeast Kansas around a lot of cornfields, soybeans, and all those kind of farmers as well. And you'd always wave to them, going down those dirt roads, everybody seems to know everybody, but even if they didn't, they were real friendly. And they have that passion, because I'm like, what makes them get up early every day and do that? It's not a glamorous job being a grain farmer and wearing overalls and driving a combine and stuff like that. It's hard work, isn't it? But that is a passion for you.
It's one of those things that it's in your blood. And even for me, I wasn't born and raised a farmer, but once I got a taste of it, it just got in my blood. And it's talking to farmers, working for farmers, working with farmers. It's not something you do because, it's not something you. How do I explain this? It's instinct. It becomes your instinct. It becomes your way of life. It becomes more than a job, but it becomes a passion. And I'm about to actually release a song here in a few weeks, Tim. And it's about farming, and in that song I talk a little bit about how, it's legacy. It's the family farm that's been passed down. It's thinking about, sending this farm into their kids' hands. It's thinking about how can I make this farm work for my family. It's about, how much land can we get and how many acres can we farm. Kind of like with music, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how far can I get? How many radio stations can I get on? How many more songs can I release that I'm just going to be partying to? How many more people can we get at shows that are just having an amazing time? How many more shows can I get? It's just that passion. It's in your blood, and farmers work. And not only do they work, but it's mental too, right? There's a lot of farmers, and I've heard this multiple times, that farmers are very high in depression and anxiety. It's a system that is, the more I'm in it, the more I see that the system is not rigged for the farmer, it's rigged against the farmer in several ways. And, so there's the mental health side of all that for farmers that can be addressed. But at the end of the day, just like with anything you're passionate about, like you do in your radio, Tim, when you're passionate about it, the mental side doesn't always take precedence. It's the passion and the fervor to keep going and push on, and that courage and that fire that keeps farmers going.
Right.
And I'm glad that I can be a part of that.
Absolutely, man, that's some good stories. And so away from that too, I know another passionate thing that you do is perform in front of folks. How did you get to that point? Was there a point where you had to overcome stage fright or anything? Because I know when I've done hundreds of these interviews, and when you're up there on that stage, that's your element too, isn't it?
Well, oh man, I love it. I love it. And I don't love it to be seen. I love it to be a part of the crowd. You know, I when I get up on a stage, I'm not that I want to join the people in having the best party we can possibly have. You know, don't come to a show and watch me party. Come to a show and let's party together. You know what I'm saying? And when it all started out, I was a bass player, and I was playing in a band that I had followed since I was a kid, since I was a teenager. And finally, I became a part of the band years later. And that band quit. So the band leader came to me one day and he said, Josh, I know you're just a bass player, but the band quit and we're going to need to put together a new band. Can you do that and sing? And I said, oh, I don't think I can do that, man. He said, well, that's not a question. You're going to do it. We'll see you Tuesday night.
Wow.
So I kind of got thrown into it at our youth group. So as the years went by, I had to learn how to keep a group of teenagers interested in what you're doing 2 times a week, and how to keep that night exciting when you're playing the same songs every week and it's the same faces every week and same building every week. How do you keep those people engaged? Mm-hmm. How do you party and have fun with those people week after week after week without it becoming boring or stale, right?
Right.
So that was kind of the grounds where I had to really work some of those things out. I had to get rid of my stage fright. I had to just grab the mic and go, you know, and party, and that was it. I had no choice, right? So that was it. And now that's evolved into where everything is now, you know, festivals and mm-hmm. shows, and still, you know, private events or grad shows or bar shows, whatever it is. I just love to be there with, whether it's 2 people or 2,000 or 20,000, it doesn't matter. I just want to hang out with people, Tim. I just want to have a great time with people.
Yeah. You know, you've had to overcome things that I don't even have to worry about doing this radio program. I've got fresh new music every show. I can do a whole different show, you know, and they don't have to hear the same thing over and over. Some of them want to, you know, and we call those requests, because once they get familiar with an artist and their music, then you get those. And boy, that's sure neat to see, too, in a live venue, especially some of those smaller, more intimate venues when you're looking out in that crowd and they know your original songs and they're singing along word for word. That makes you feel good, doesn't it?
There's nothing like it. Yeah. I'll always remember the first time. There's nothing like it.
Absolutely.
You know? And that's when you really sit and think, wow, this is working.
Yeah.
You know, something went right here.
You got to do a pretty notable performance called Summer in the City with the Hunter Brothers up there. I bet that was fun.
Oh, man, we had an absolute blast at that show, and, you know, that was a turning point in my career, too. That was the first show I ever got to open for, you know, a prominent country star, and we had an absolute blast at that show. It was so great. I still thank Steinbach, Manitoba, Summer in the City, and the Hunter Brothers for allowing me on that stage with them, and I love it, man. The Hunter Brothers are amazing. Yeah. Farmers, too. They're farmers.
I got to check them out. I haven't heard of them, so I've got to check their music out, too. Maybe get them on the show.
Yeah, man. Oh, they're amazing, man. You got to. They're the nicest people you'll ever meet.
You know, I run into that a lot. You are, too, man. We have talked before we did this radio interview previously and kind of got to know each other, but I hear that a lot in you guys, that, you know, you're just all trying to make it and trying to get your name out there, and there's no big heads, no egos or anything like that. You're just down-to-earth people, and you're doing that farming and, like I said, putting food on our table and everything anyways, and helping us in all those different areas, man. I'm just amazed by how neat the independent artists are, and the music is pretty darn good, too.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. It's like I like to say about the farming thing. I say, if you're eating a bowl of Cheerios or a granola bar, just remember I probably stepped in them.
Yep. Thank a farmer.
That's right.
You're currently getting ready to plan your 4th Canadian tour, so you've been doing this a little bit.
This has been going on, and the major help in that is the fact that I work on one side of the country on the grain farm, and I live on the other side of the country in the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So on my way back and forth, I get to cover a lot of ground and get to do a lot of performances and meet so many people. That's been a huge help in getting out and being able to do these Canadian tours, right?
Right. Your latest single we're going to play first tonight is called One Hand on the Wheel. So the story that you've told us, this could be one hand on a combine, or it could be one hand on a car or a truck or something like that, I guess, too, huh?
Yeah, whatever we got to do, we'll get a hand on the wheel or something. Yeah, that's right. Now, the combines usually have auto steer nowadays, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But every now and again, you got to grab hold of that thing before you hit something. So that's right.
Awesome. Well, tell us about this one, and I guess you wrote this one.
So One Hand on the Wheel is actually written by Tim Hicks and Emma Lee and a lady named Karen Krawanowski. Now, I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing that last name very bad.
Yeah,
but the song was actually pitched to me, and I was listening through it. I was looking for a song that had an awesome summer vibe, something that had lots of energy, and whenever it talked about spinning your tires and cruising down the road, I mean, that just spoke directly to me, right? Because there's nothing I look forward to more than getting home for the summer, jumping in the car, and just enjoying ripping around all summer long, right? And so that song spoke to me so hard, and I thought it's just a great summer vibe, something we can just have playing, whether you're out on your deck or whether you're ripping up, smoking those tires down the road. Let her go, man. Play the old tune.
Man, that sounds great. And we're into September now when this interview is going to air, but I tell you what, summer's pretty hot time of the year, and the music is really hot on this radio station, and folks are going to find that out right now. We're going to play Josh Norad's One Hand on the Wheel, then we're going to come back and talk to him some more on the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, on this Indie Wednesday.
I know a place where the dust don't settle. I tell you, some days I feel the same, like a wild child wandering, soulful rebel. It's in my veins, I gotta get away and go, 'cause I ain't home till I've got one hand on the wheel and one hand in the wind. I love the way it feels, making those tires spin, just rolling like a rolling thunder, open road like there ain't no end. I got one hand on the wheel and one hand in the wind. Warm summer breeze and the sun's out shining, only clear blue in my rear view. Mile marker signs and power lines flying. It's a big move, all I wanna do is go, never take it slow, 'cause I got one hand on the wheel and one hand in the wind. I love the way it feels, making those tires spin, just rolling like a rolling thunder, open road like there ain't no end. I got one hand
name is Josh Norad. That is called One Hand on the Wheel. And, man, you better hold on to it because that song's going to take off on you, brother.
Oh, man, I'll hold on with both hands if I got to.
I think that one's going to do quite well. And we're putting you out to about 10 other radio stations tonight around the country and around the world. And, you know, we're slowly getting the music out there to Canada. I'll tell you what, they're my second biggest listener this month, in fact, on Zeno FM is Canada.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations. And may I just take a minute to say hello all around the world?
There
hello
you
to
go.
everybody.
Absolutely.
All the different countries, states, provinces, everything, whatever. Hello, everybody.
Canada has listened to almost 500 hours of this program this month, and I don't even listen to myself that much. Unless I'm playing you.
Well, there we go, man. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely tune into that. Up. Absolutely. So tell me too, you know, most farmers, I don't know if you are, but you know, it's passed down through generations and their family people. So do you have a wife and kids? And if you have kids, are any of them musically inclined like Dad and maybe going to do something with it?
No, I don't have a wife or kids. So there's the old he's single sign you can put up there.
Okay, ding, ding, ding. All right, we got it.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking, but no, I don't have wife or kids, but I travel out to do the farm, and I work on a different family's farm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And but they've become like family after all these years, you know. So we're we're close, and yeah, man, I love being out there. I love hanging out with them. I love working with them.
That's awesome. You know, and doing what you're doing music-wise, too, you get multiple families. I've found that to be true doing this radio thing. We have a radio family, you know, and on several different platforms. I was telling you, we're doing the show on TikTok tonight. We're doing it live on YouTube. I'm on my Facebook account. All of these people from all over the country and all over the world come in now. And once you, you know, develop that love for country music and that indie country music and support these independent artists, they become like your family. You know, it's a fan base, but you know they're there for you as soon as that album drops or that show date is announced. They're right on it, aren't they?
Oh man, that's so true, and that's what that's the thing that keeps you going. You know. You've got the backing. You know the people are going to be there for you because they're your friends, they're your family, they're your fans, and they like what you're doing, they support what you're doing, and that goes both ways because I'm so appreciative of the people that follow me and the people who support me, and I make sure that that's not just a one-way street. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I'm giving back at all times, and should know that you have their support. You want to honor that.
Absolutely.
You know? You want to honor the fact that they're supporting you, and that's part of it. That's what keeps me going.
You're doing them justice with the music, that is for sure. It's top notch. I can definitely say New Country's best on it. Now, growing up, are you have any brothers and sisters, and any of them musically inclined, or were you the only one to get that bug?
I do have a brother and a sister, but I was the only. Well, they can sing. You know, my brother plays a mean fiddle. I'll tell you that. And my sister plays guitar. She sings some, but I'm the only one to grab it and run with it. And but they're extremely supportive too, right? And
that's awesome.
So that's right.
Well, I'm glad you grabbed it and run with it over here, man. It's been great having you on the program. Keep doing your thing, and we'll keep listening. That's for sure.
All right. Well, I'm so glad that you will.
Absolutely. The next song, Boondocks, you did justice to, and then the third one we're going to play top of the next hour is called Fast Cars and Memories. I love that one, too. Tell us about it real quick.
Fast Cars and Memories. That song is very personal to me. Basically, it's kind of what I spoke to you about a little earlier in the last segment was just, you know, you're in the middle of a party, things are crazy, things are wild, but you slow it down and you take a minute to look around and just make sure that you remember this moment, right? The song itself is Fast Cars and Memories. Now the chorus says, before we had fast cars and memories. Talking about, you know, when we were super young, when we were just kids, when we were teenagers, before we had fast cars, before we had made any memories. before we had anything to look back on, it was just wide open, right?
Yeah.
You know, and you're kind of in that process of making memories, and you're in that process of achieving your dream of getting that fast car, which is everybody's dream, right? I want that fast car. So talking about in the song, it's talking about a guy who meant the love of his life, essentially, and they were hanging out, and you know, time may have separated them a little bit, and eventually he says, listen, meet me at that old bridge, and we'll do what we used to do, burn the tires and sit there together with each other, and just like it used to be before we had the dreams, before we had the fast cars, before we had the memories. Let's just go back to the beginning.
Okay, awesome. I love that. You know, and we make a lot of memories when we go see you guys in a live show too, don't we? I mean, I don't know what your first concert ever was, but I still remember mine from the early 90s. And this was before cell phones and all this technology came along. So you're sitting there watching the show, and it's going into your memory bank, you know, and you're making memories. And now 30 some years later, we still hear those people on the radio, and we know the songs word for word just by hearing a bar or two, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, so those are good memories, and we hope people can resonate with your music to that point as well, Josh. You're fantastic.
Well, thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So right that you can, the memories from the first show. I could still remember my first show too, right? So,
yeah, absolutely. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more of your music and go see you in a live show?
Well, you know what? You want to check out Josh Norad. That's Norad with 2 R's. JoshNorad.com. You can go to Instagram at Josh Norad Music. You can go to Facebook at Josh Norad Music, TikTok at Josh Norad Music, and there you go. You get all those, and you'll be pretty well up to date. And Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all those places. Tidal. You can check us out on anywhere you stream music.
All right, and if you guys are just now getting tuned in, this is Josh Norad, and your interview that we just did is going to go in the Tim Kelly Show interview archive, so you guys can go back and listen later. And Josh, if you'd like to, you can download it and share it on your social media as well.
I sure will. Thank you.
You bet. This is called Boondocks, his rendition of it. Josh Norad with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Yeah. All right. I feel no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the boondocks. I can feel that muddy water flowing through my veins, and I hear that thunder of a midnight train. It sings to me and it sounds familiar. I feel no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the boondocks. And I can taste that sugar of a maple tree. Yeah, they grow wild on the banks of the Miramichi, and it calls to me like a warm wind blowing. I feel no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in the boondocks. One thing I know, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the boondocks. It's where I learned about living. It's where I learned about love. It's where I learned about working hard, having a little was just enough. It's where I learned about Jesus and knowing where I stand. You can take it or leave it, but this is me. This is who I am. front porch in a gravel road. That's home to me, feels like home to me. I feel no shame, I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in boondocks. One thing I don't, no matter where I go, I keep my heart and soul in the boondocks. I keep my heart and soul in the boondocks. You grab a line, I grab a bow. We go fishing in the salmon hole. 5-card poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning. You grab a line, I grab a bow. We go fishing in the salmon hole. 5-card poker on Saturday night, church on Sunday morning.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I wanna kiss you in the moonlight, like I did when I was 17, living by the firelight, holding you in that midnight breeze, touched upon your skin as the fire burned weak. Before we had fast cars and memories, we'd meet at that old bridge and burn those tires into the night, watching that black smoke touch the stars, and in your eyes I could see the moon shining through the trees. Before we had fast cars and memories, that we have seen, but tonight I want to relive those memories. So meet me at that old bridge, we'll burn those tires into the night, watching that black smoke touch the stars in your eyes. I can't see my world right in front of me, like before we had fast cars and memories. And
His name is Josh Norrad. That is Norrad. Josh Norrad Music is where you can find him on social media. Thank you, Josh, for what a great radio interview that was. And he is north of the border, a great Canadian artist. And we got to get him down here to the United States. He's got to play in Branson, the live show capital of the world. He did it tonight through the radio airwaves, though, ladies and gentlemen. And this show goes out to 10 other radio stations around the country and around the world. So we're getting the music out there. And Josh Norrad, I can definitely say New Country country's best behind every one of his songs. Now, I do play 3 songs in a row during the interviews that I do, but I'm going to do it all show long tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time. Tune into a show called Triple Play Thursday, and you'll hear 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long, and a couple of great radio interviews tomorrow night as well. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, and streaming worldwide. You can download the QR code on my website and take the audio with you wherever you go when we go live, and that is every other Wednesday and Thursday and Friday nights, both at 7 p.m. Central Time as well. My Heart, or Have My Heart, is the title of the next song. Her name is Crystal McGrath, and she is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. Let's play it right now on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
If you had my heart, you'd understand why jumping in just don't make sense. So I take my time, 'cause I can't say goodbye. I just wanna love that lasts. If you wanna love like that, then you can have my heart, but it's gotta be forever. So tired of being broken, put me back together. See through the stars, light up the dark. If you wanna go that far, if you wanna go that far, then you can have my heart. If you took my hand, never let it go. If you went all in, now it's let me know. I wouldn't hold back, give you everything I have. I just wanna love that lasts. If you wanna love like that, then you can have my heart, but it's gotta be forever. So tired of being broken, put me back together. See through the stars, light up the dark. If you wanna go that far, if you wanna go that far, then you can have my heart. You can have my heart, but it's gotta be forever. Tired of being broken till now, nobody ever could. See through the stars, light up the dark. If you wanna go that far, if you wanna go that far, then you can have my heart. Then you can have my heart.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's Country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR, Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
These hometown boys just like me too much, and I've had enough. They say that they like my outfit, or they like my smile, or they like my touch.
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it.
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how your hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you. These hometown girls just
Is it she likes my truck, or she likes my hair, or she likes my touch?
I think I like you, but maybe I don't. If I do, I won't admit it. And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for. I know how you hometown boys can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you. Oh, you're a bad, bad girl. Oh, you're a bad, bad boy. And I know how you hometown people are.
And I say no, no, no. You say please, please, please. I'm just not so sure. You say I might just be the one you're looking for.
I know how your hometown people can be. And it's not that you're not just a little bit cute, but if I said I liked you, it might just be the truth. And I can't tell you.
What a great duet that is in the world of country music. It is my good friend Trisha Marie, her brother on there with her, and that is a great tune called Hometown People. We'll send that out to all the hometown people listening to us on the radio right now, and I'll tell you what, wherever you're listening, that song is great, and we're going to put it in Mountain Grove, Missouri on 98.1, the Haas FM, this Saturday night. It is also going to play on there. It's terrestrial radio airplay for some of these artists that I'm playing on the radio tonight, and that goes live as Saturday night, 10 p.m. Central Time to midnight. The Tim Kelly Show on 98.1, the HaasFM.com is the website. This next artist is making his debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. He's Dan Badger. Dan Badger Music is where you can find him. This is called Getting My Over You On. Dan Badger on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
In a bar making cigarette ashes, throwing apes down another round every time the bartender passes. 5 o'clock shadow CVS sunglasses, taking life as slow as molasses. Singing Margaritaville, trying to find a senorita who can kiss away how you did me wrong. I just started heading south the second you said you fell out of love with me to find where I belong. If you're looking for me, girl, I'll be down in the bar in the Florida Keys, swaying on a bar stool, getting gone. Getting right over you on. Flying off a chain about me. Said I'm going off the deep end, backflip, that shit crazy. Well, I wouldn't say that far off from being right, but what they don't know is, hey, I'm doing alright. Singing Margaritaville, trying to find a senorita who can kiss away how you did me wrong. I just started heading south the second you said you fell out of love with me to find where I belong. If you're looking for me, girl, I'll be down in the bar in the Florida Keys, swaying on a bar stool, getting gone. Getting right over you on. said you fell out of love with me to find where I belong. If you're looking for me, girl, I'll be down in the bar in a Florida Key, swaying on a bar stool, getting gone, getting right over you all. Getting right over you all. Getting right over you all.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinker. Rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum. Oh 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 oh. Hey. I got tired of the snow, so I've been saving up my PTO. I bought a round trip ticket, but I'm thinking I don't wanna go home. And maybe I won't, so here I am hanging by the sea, a little sunburned, buzzing like a bee. I'm usually a gin and tonic girl, but not in this part of the world. I'm tired of being a Tennessean, so I'ma be a Caribbean for the weekend, raising my glass, making a toast to the spirit of the southernmost. Hey, it's the spirit of the southernmost coast, and it goes rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string, a little zip zip zip, make me feel so jolly. I'm a pirate trapped in a tourist body, don't want no whiskey, wanna be namaste, right here under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinking rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum. Yeah, here we go. Hey, 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 we got the captain and the Bacardi. You put the lime in the coconut and party. Marley playing on the radio, so the Grey Goose gotta go. You drink straight, you drink the fruity, you drink it till you're feeling fine and fun and groovy. I'm dancing in my flip-flops I got in the gift shop. Yeah, I'm really living like a local now. Still drum playing loud. Ooh, ooh, when it goes rum bum bum, it's an island thing. I'm plucking on a ukulele string, a little zip zip zip, make me feel so jolly. I'm a pirate trapped in a tourist body, don't want no whiskey, wanna be namaste, right here under a beach umbrella, being a bum drinking rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum bum, rum bum bum, oh rum bum bum, rum bum 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 bum. That's all, folks.
Her name is Lauren Massetti. She is an alumni artist from American Idol. How about that? And what a great tune called Rum Pum Pum. I like the vibe of that one. Make me want to go on vacation, get some sand in my shorts. I'll tell you what, I love that song. Lauren Massetti will be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show coming up on October the 3rd. Check out my full live radio interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website, KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Up next, another great female artist in the world of country music. Her name is Carrie Haskins. This is called Here I Am on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Indie Wednesday.
Got a phone call this morning about 9:30. Said if I ever needed loving, to come by anytime. Pack my toothbrush back home. Got as far as my front door, but thanks to you, that was as far as I could go. Here I am, just the same, loving you. No one can touch me like you do. But I'll make it for your loving, wondering what to do. Here I am, just the same, loving you. Can come and go anytime, but my heart can't cross that line. Each time I get tempted, you walk through my mind. Still can't forget you, no matter how hard I try. Can't cut free from these invisible ties. Here I am, just the same, loving you. No one can touch me like you do. Well, I'm aching for your loving. I'm wondering what to do. Here I am, just the same, loving you. Don't need to be lonely, don't need to be blue. Here I am, just the same, loving you.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
If you think I'm gonna be like all the others before you met me, those other clowns, I've gotta warn you now, I'm gonna let you down. If you're sure it's gonna fall apart and you're only waiting for me to break your heart, thinking that's what love's about, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. Suspecting that I'm only here to whisper sweet words in your ear just for tonight, I've got to tell you now, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let you down. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down.
My good friend Lee Sims. He is from the state of Colorado. That is called I'm Gonna Let You Down. Well, I am not gonna let you down. I'm gonna do another great radio interview coming up here in just a minute with Canyon Ogle. So you guys stick around for that, and then we're gonna go for another hour after that. Hour number 3 is coming up at 9 p.m. Central Time, and we'll have more of the best in new country music for you. This next artist I've interviewed a couple of times on my program. Haven't played him in a while though. You're gonna love this song. It is Jason Black. I Don't Want to Move. Don't, because I got more great country on the way on this Indie Wednesday.
Hold my hand a little longer. I'm not ready to let go. Let me stay and grow a little stronger before I try this on my own. My heart is aching and my steps unsure, but till I wake it doesn't matter anymore. So I don't want to move, I just want to stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. Let me hide a little longer from this loneliness inside. Save me from another morning where all I long for is the night. I know I promised I would be alright, and with my eyes closed it doesn't feel like I lied. So I don't want to move, I just want to stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. I know that I must say goodbye, wake up and move on with my life. But please forgive me if I take my time. 'Cause I don't want to move, I just want to stay here inside this room, holding you this way. It's right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. It's better than the truth, 'cause living without you is more than I can do. So I don't want to move.
listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. Right now, we're going to meet a young gentleman by the name of Canyon Ogle on the radio. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for doing this program tonight. I've been looking forward to talking to you.
Yes, sir. Same to you. I appreciate you having me on tonight.
You're welcome. You sent me a couple of great songs. We're going to play those and get to hear the stories behind them. And we were talking about off the air, you know, how many artists that you're finding on a little format called TikTok. I'm on there as well right now. We do the show live over there. And I find a lot of great country music on that format, too. Isn't the technology great nowadays?
Technology is a very great thing, and it can be a bad thing to have. It just all depends on how you use it. But I have found a bunch of really good artists, such as Lacade, Gavin Adcock, Easton Chambers, Taylor Campbell, all on TikTok, and they're all really good artists as well. So if y'all want to go check them out, y'all can.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to reach out to them, and you'll probably be hearing them on this program, and maybe we'll interview them as well. But I'm sure glad you found me.
Yes, sir. Me too. Me too. I actually found you guys on Facebook. I had seen a couple different things shared of you guys and found you on there, and that's actually where I started listening in from.
Wow. How about that? And I just never know. You know, I see it in my email all the time, you know, or somebody reaches out to me, hey, can I send you a song? What is your email? Can I get that address? And I'm always down for listening to new country music, man, because so many great songs drop in my email, and all I see is song titles and artist names. I don't know what the song's about until we do these interviews. And you got a couple of great ones we're going to talk about. You're 25 years young and from Alabama, correct?
Yes, sir. I actually just turned 26 in May. And
happy birthday. Happy late birthday.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm actually from central Alabama, midway between like the Birmingham and Montgomery area.
Okay, awesome. Did you grow up around country music? Do you have any brothers and sisters that are musically inclined or other family or what?
I grew up, my dad and my mom always kind of sang around me. Coming up, I kind of caught on to different songs by like Tim McGraw, Keith Whitley, Leonard Skinner, Hank Sr., Hank Jr., just a few of the artists that inspired me. I also listened to some of my songs are like country rapish too, so another few of my influences are rap artists like Eminem and Lil Wayne and The Game and just different stuff that I grew up around, my parents listening to, and them singing. I kind of got a glimpse of, they didn't do anything like musically, but just singing around me, and that inspired me to be able to go and chase a dream of mine. Once I started singing, and all of my grandparents was like, oh, look, you got a talent, you need to use that.
Yeah.
So I just pushed forward with whatever I knew to do, and made it to where I am now.
Yep. Aren't grandparents great? I sure miss mine. You know, they're such a big influence on our lives, and, you know, a big reason why you're doing music and country music, and we appreciate your grandparents by just you telling me that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, my mom, I don't have either one of my grandparents on my mom's side, but I'm very blessed to have the two on my dad's side. They inspired a lot in my music too. I used to like write little goofy songs when I was a little kid, and I'd show them to my Nana, and I'd be like, Nana, check this out. And she'd be like, oh, that's great, baby, you know, and whether it was good or not, she would push me to keep going.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad whatever back then that I wrote that I don't have now, whatever back then that I wrote that she inspired me to keep going, that reflected into what I'm writing now, and I'm greatly appreciative of that.
That is awesome, you know, because if you're going to jump in that talent pool, and you've got that talent, you know, it's a big pool, and there's a lot of talent out there. I'm amazed every week that I get this stuff in my email and put you guys on the radio, what is out there that I knew nothing about. And you mentioned a bunch of names starting out tonight that I know nothing about. So it's there's a bunch of talent out there, but you got to do something different and stand out, don't you? And having that family support behind you, that helps tremendously.
Yeah, it does. And that's, like I said, some of my stuff's like country rapish. And like I said before we went on air, I got some stuff that's like country rockish with a little country rap twist to it. So I kind of like to be different and always give anybody that's listening something different to listen to.
Yeah. Your name is different. It's Canyon with a K. It's Kanyon. And my wife's son, my son-in-law, his name is Kenyon, and we call him Kenny, but Kenyon, I thought you were him texting me when we first started talking.
Yeah, it's actually a crazy story. The way that I was named actually came from one of my mom's best friends at the time when I was born. They had got her like a gift, and it was the May Beanie Baby. And it's Canyon, and it's a cougar, but it's spelled with a C. So she was like, well, what if we just twist it up a little bit and throw a K in there? And that's pretty much how I got where I am now.
I love it. That is awesome. Do you have any brothers and sisters? Are you an only child or what?
I'm not. I actually have a stepsister and a stepbrother.
Okay.
We're actually really close in age. Like when we grew up, it was like 14, 15, 16.
Yep.
So and then I also have a blood sister as well, and she's a couple years older than me, but we still hang out pretty often. We go to my mom's house and hang out and grill out and just, do whatever.
Yep. Cool. You were telling me about some venues down there that you want to go check out, and one of them was Rattlesnake something or other. You can tell us about that one here in a minute, but just for the food and stuff. But the live music scene down there, tell us about what it's like for you.
There's a lot of actually pretty decent venues down this way where the local area where I'm from, in a place called Sylacauga, there is a little place called Bandits. It's a bar and grill. They have karaoke on Tuesday night and pretty much have live music throughout the week. A lot of the locals play there. Some of the out-of-town people come out and they play there. There's a place called Barley's that's really nice.
Right.
They come out and they have some people come out and play periodically. I think it's like Friday, Saturday, or Thursday through Saturday, something like that.
Okay.
They always have live music there on the weekends. But yeah, Rattlesnake Saloon is a place up towards Tuscumbia, and I haven't been there personally, but I've seen a lot about it on like TikTok and all over the internet. That when you get there, you pull up in the parking lot, they take you down into like a little cave, and they have immaculate food from what I hear. And I definitely want to go check it out because maybe, I don't know, me and my guys might be able to play there one day.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I checked out this place. I've been seeing it on Facebook, and they just recently opened up there where I'm broadcasting tonight from the Muddy Creek Corral in Sparta. And I come in and meet Deborah, that is the owner, and her husband Bill, and they are just fantastic people. And we really hit it off, and I told them what I did with this radio show, and we play a lot of independents on the radio, and maybe one of these days that they would be able to come and play the venue and do a live show here. So you were telling me off the air you've never been to this area of the country, so maybe we can help you out with that.
Yeah, that's definitely a dream of mine, is to be able to just go around, not only from like local places around where I'm from, but out of state travel too, and be able to come out and perform for different people and let them hear my music. Maybe it'll reflect something that they grew up in. And I just want to make, like, to me, my music's not just about the music. It's about the story it may can tell to somebody else.
Boy, that's exactly why I do these interviews, and that's what I call them, the stories behind the songs. And those are the things that you get to tell only in a live show. When you're there on that stage, you get to tell those stories, and, you get to see the audience reaction and how they resonate with that music, too. So that is really cool. But let me ask you this, too, because you're not only into music, but you're a hardworking man. You're an auto mechanic, working a mechanic shop, and you're a volunteer firefighter, you told me, as well.
Yes, sir. I actually do a lot of tires in a day. I'm more of like the tire and the oil change and brakes guy. So I do a lot of that throughout the day. And when I'm not doing that, I'm a volunteer firefighter here at a local volunteer fire department. And we're always doing something.
Yeah.
No matter if it's clearing out a tree or just clearing the roads of something or anything like that. Just being able to help the community is a big thing for me, because I've always been the helpful type person that I'll give you the shirt off my back if I need it, if you need it.
Wow.
But being able to go out and help in the community that I'm in and the community I live in is a whole nother blessing of its own.
Yep. You're amazing, man. You remind me of my friend I just interviewed for the third or fourth time, James Rose. He's a firefighter in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., but also a talented artist. And I love hearing him sing, and I'm going to love hearing you sing here in just a little bit. We're going to put that out on the radio. So, man, that is a great, great story. You're an awesome young man. So tell us about this first song, In a Small Town. You know, there's a lot of great small towns out there, and a lot of them end up in country radio too, don't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm a Small Town is actually a song that I wrote just pretty much based off the town I was in. But when I first wrote the song, it was actually called In a Small Town.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting in there, and we were in the studio, and I was about to record it, and I was like, hey, look, hold on. Guys, listen. What if I change up the wording here and just change a few little words out and do I'm a small town instead of in a small town? And they were like, okay, you know, what are you getting at here? And I was like, well, most songs that are based on a small town are from the perspective of you being in the town. So if I'm like in a small town, it's like me being in the town.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do I'm a small town, it's like the town is speaking to you and trying to teach you the lessons that you need to learn based off of where you're from.
Wow. I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to have to change the title of it. I'm looking at In a Small Town as it was sent to me, so I'm going to change it to I'm a Small Town, because after the live show tonight, we're going to chart your music on the Roots Radio Report. You're going to be on that radio chart, too.
Awesome.
So we want to make sure we get it right. So thanks for telling us the story behind it. His name is Canyon Ogle. He's with us live tonight on the Tim Kelly Show and all over the world on the Indie Wednesday edition of the show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I'm a small town. Get past me. Got no bar in a Baptist church. However you find your peace. I'm a small town. Yeah, I hear about it all. All the drama, the house, your mamas, and all that small town talk. Just when you think you've seen it all. Tell the story of all your lessons learned, and all the times that things got hard and you didn't know where to turn. The ups and downs all around keep reminding me of how it is in a small town. Yeah, I'm a small town. Seen it all, the headline fights, and all them nights I stood late riding around. I'm a small town. I've been here through it all the tears, all the beers, and yet I'm still here. 'Cause all these turns tell
is Canyon Ogle. That is called I'm a Small Town. You just heard the story behind that, and I'm glad you told me the title. I will fix that, and we're going to chart it tonight after the live show to the Roots Radio Report. You'll be getting charted on there, and other radio stations will see that song. They'll click play on it, and they'll want to pick it up and put it on their stations too. You okay with that, I'm sure?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, you did mention something about a dream gig a little bit earlier. I want to ask you that dream gig. Who would be maybe some names of artists that you would like to either open for or maybe somebody you'd like to sing a duet with, names we might know?
A few artists that I think would be really cool to open for would be like Ryan Upchurch, Gavin Adcock, Tim McGraw, anybody in that vicinity. A really dream gig, which obviously could never happen, would be opening up for Keith Whitley. That was like a very big inspiration into me getting into music. But obviously, sadly, that could never happen.
Yeah. I got to meet his son and introduce him to the big stage at Freedom Jam USA back in 2023 in St. Louis, Missouri. They did this great tribute show over there for veterans, and they asked me to host it. And I got to meet Jesse Keith and hang out with him and his wife, and they just had another child. So, that was a sad thing, that, his dad passed away when he was 2. So he never really got to know his dad, but he knows the music now for sure and the legacy that his dad left. And that's your hope as well, too, isn't it? If we're talking about your music 25, 30 years from now, that wouldn't be a bad deal either, huh?
It wouldn't be a bad deal at all. And I've definitely heard of Jesse before. I've actually listened to some of his stuff that he's covered.
Yep.
Like I've seen like Facebook Reels or TikToks with him doing like different cover songs and stuff like that. So. Yeah. He's definitely a good artist.
Good artist. He can definitely rock the house on the big stage, too. That is for sure. And that's awesome stuff. Now, tell us about songwriting, because you told me a 5-song EP that's out. And where do you find time to write, being so busy like you are?
Really, whenever something just comes to my head, I just automatically take my phone out and I type it out in my notes, and I just try to keep up with everything. In my notes, I'll have to go back and backtrack on how everything sounded in my head. And really, I think I do it probably the most stressful way I could do it. But at this point, this is where I've got to end my songwriting. So if anybody else has any pointers, y'all should definitely reach out and
that's
try to help me out a little bit.
Right on. That's the beauty of doing this show. So many people like you behind the scenes that I don't know about are listening, and they're like, man, I like that person's writing style, or I'd love to reach out to do a duet with them and things like that. So that has actually happened from the 13 years that I've been doing this show many, many times. So
yeah, I've got a couple like dream artists that I'd like to do some stuff with. For sure, Hardy would be one of them too.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
like
he's
to sit
great.
down and write some stuff, even if he don't feature on anything, or if I don't feature or open up for him. I think his songwriting is really, really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And so if you hear somebody like that in this program, or somebody that you want to reach out to, don't be afraid to do that, And I encourage everybody, and we're going to do it for you here in a minute when we talk about your social media, to go find that artist and like them, follow them. TikTok, you talked about that extensively. I'm on there live right now as I do the show, and we got lots of people in the chat room. They tap that screen and give you likes and hearts and gifts and all that kind of cool stuff. And all of these other formats, go find these artists and like them on social media. And, radio labels and all that stuff, they look at those big numbers, don't they? And we want yours to keep growing as well.
As much as y'all let them grow, I'm happy with it for sure. I'll keep stuff coming out for y'all.
You betcha. And it's real easy to find Canyon Ogle because of your first name being so unique. So that is great stuff. Talk about the next song we're going to play. It's called Daga County. Is that the county you live in or what?
That's actually the county that I grew up in. It's about a county or two over from where I'm living at now. It's really just a small town vibe here. We all the city that I'm from, we all kind of know each other. When you walk through the store, everybody's like, hey, how are you doing? How's your mom and them?
Yep.
Just really small towns. Everybody kind of knows everybody, even if you venture out a little bit. you still know somebody. No matter where you go, you're going to bump into somebody you know.
Yeah, that is awesome. You can't beat that. You know, when I grew up in a small town in Kansas and out on those backcountry roads, and there's a lot of songs written about that too, but all these farmer guys, you know, they grow corn and soybeans and all that stuff, Milo out there, they're all waving at you on those dirt roads going down the road, you know, and you may not know them, but they're all just so friendly. And if you ever need anything, those are the folks too, just like you. They'll give you the shirt off their back, won't they?
Amen to that. All the time, especially going to and from work, I run into folks all the time down here with tractors right in the middle of the road. I'm not going to honk at them. I'll just ride behind them, keep going. You'll get where you got to go at some point, and I will too. I ain't in no rush.
Yep.
You ain't either. And that's like, also like going back to Dega County, the song too, at like in the end of the chorus, talks about how we didn't end up in Dega County, and that's like Talladega County Jail. Like, so it's kind of like reflects on like, okay, this is where we're from, but it's also crazy how we didn't end up here doing the things that we done as kids.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, you reminded me of Craig Morgan's International Harvester too. He wrote a song and did pretty well about that, being behind a tractor, stuck behind a farm tractor.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing around here.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever end up in Dega County, don't end up in Dega County, right?
Amen to that.
I love that, man. I work closely with law enforcement in what I do aside from radio. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And, you know, these young people nowadays, you know, they love to get out there and have a good time, but there is a limit to it. And I always encourage everybody, if you're going to drink, don't drink and drive. The life you save could be mine. And I want to be back here on the radio next week and play some more of your music. So.
Yeah, I encourage the exact same thing. If you're out doing something, please have a designated driver. I had a really, really, really close friend of mine. He wasn't a blood brother, but he might as well have been. But he passed away when we was both 17 years old due to an accident, and it was a drunk driving accident, and he passed away due to it. So,
man, I have an order.
If you're out and about, even if you're not the one behind the wheel that causes the accident, it could always be somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
So always practice defensive driving also.
I had an artist that she lost her dad in a drunk driving accident about 6 years ago. They just celebrated the 6-year anniversary of his passing, and it was a terrible thing, you know, and it just happens so sudden, you know. You don't know that's coming. You can't ever plan for it, but you can plan ahead. And like you said, have a designated driver. We'd encourage all the folks at the Muddy Creek Corral, you know, to plan ahead for that, because this road leading out of here is not real safe either. So we appreciate all of that information. Man, you're a good guy. Thanks for doing the program tonight. It's been fun having you.
Yes, sir. It's been fun being on, and I appreciate you again for having me in tonight. It's been an awesome time talking to you guys, and if y'all need to follow me on anything, I have a Facebook page, which is Canyon Ogle Music. I have TikTok, which is Canyon Ogle Music. I also just have my personal page, which is Canyon Ogle on Facebook, and my Instagram is also Canyon Ogle Music.
Well, I appreciate that. That was going to be my last question, and thank you so much. Go follow Canyon Ogle. It's Kanyon on the first name, and tell him Tim Kelly from the Tim Kelly Show sent you, and we'll sure keep playing your music, my friend. Thanks for a great interview tonight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. And actually, that Instagram handle may be official Canyon Ogle Music.
There you go. That makes it official. I love that. So good stuff. Go follow him all over social media, and Instagram is the official Canyon Ogle. We're going to play Dega County, and then my good friend Terrence Hart is going to kick off the top of the next hour with a great tune called This Town on this radio program, The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
These county lines, well, they mean so much to me. It's where I rigged my first truck and ran a few out of gasoline. Ain't much in it, just some bars and honky-tonks, but I know a couple real good spots where I can get my party on. So y'all come on. Dega County is my stomping grounds. The SPD had a hell of a time chasing me around. Me running from those blues, thinking they can't catch us now. Looking back on what we did then, got me wondering how we didn't end up in Dega County. It's a small town life, and that's fine by me. Ain't much for those city lights, so I live under these trees. Yeah, I'll drink some and smoke a little weed, but from Wiregrass to Holly Springs, this town's got a hold on me. But I just can't plant my feet. Dega County is my stomping grounds. The SPD had a hell of a time chasing me around. Me and my crew, hell, we thought we ran this town. Running from those blues, thinking they can't catch us now. Looking back on what we did then, got me wondering how we didn't end up in Dega County is my stomping grounds. The SPD had a hell of a time chasing me around. Me and my crew, hell, we thought we ran this town. Running from those blues, thinking they can't catch us now. Looking back on what we did then, got me wondering how we didn't end up in Dega County.
The best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I remember sometime many years ago, when the roads were quiet everywhere I'd go, when the fields stretched wide far as I could see, when the children were playing so peacefully. Seems like the sun's got a little brighter, feels like the water's got a bit more colder. Seems like the time passes way more faster, feels like I ain't getting any younger. This town keeps growing on me, I'm right where I wanna be. This town's like no other place, it puts a smile on the face. This town's like sweet love song, got my heart beating strong. Now the streets are filled, voices in the air, neon lights are shining, music everywhere. Still the old oak stands where it used to be, a reminder of all that it means to me. This town keeps growing on me, I'm right where I wanna be. This town's like no other place, it puts a smile on my face. This town's like sweet love song, it got my heart beating strong. When my time has come, I'll be on my way. I still hear the laughter of the songs we'd play. There's a magic here nothing can replace. In my heart, this town always have a place. Seems like the sun's got a little brighter, feels like the water's got a bit more colder. Seems like the time passes way more faster, feels like I ain't getting any younger. This town keeps growing on me, I'm right where I wanna be. This town's like no other place, it puts a smile on my face. This town's like sweet love song, you got my heart beating strong. This town
His name is Terrence Hart. He was a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show a couple of weeks ago. He is great from Canada. And go check out Terrence Hart. That is H-A-R-T music on social media. Give him a like and a follow. And he's got a brand new album about to drop on September the 5th, just a couple of days away. And I've already been playing the title track from it. He gave us permission to do that, so I appreciate that. Terrence Hart music. And how about Canyon Ogle? Canyon Ogle music is where you can find him, Kanyon. And his wife is hanging out with us over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, and she is a photographer and an artist herself. I told her to send me some music, and we'll see if we got Canyon Ogle's wife on the radio one of these days as well. We're on the radio for another hour. Welcome to the third hour of the Tim Kelly Show. I am live right now on my website. That is KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm also live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Oh, and you Facebook folks over here on my personal account as well. Welcome to hour number 3. Let's play another 60 minutes of the best in new country music. Why don't we? And let's start it off with my good friend Michael from State Line Saints. Can't Go Back to Tupelo. That is Tupelo, Mississippi. That's where they're from on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
There's a rusted sign where the city line used to be, like a welcome home that ain't meant for me. I left with fire, thought I'd light up the world, burned bridges behind me, chasing some girl. Mama's house is boarded and the porch light's gone. That old oak tree still stands, but the shade feels wrong. The diner's still there, but the jukebox won't play. And the girl I left's got another man's name. You can roll down 70, 80s off the gas, pull into town and feel the past. But no matter how slow you take it, bro, you can't go back to Tupelo. Some places hold you, some let go, and some bury pieces you'll never know. Used to think time would heal what I'd done, but ghosts don't fade, they just ride shotgun. I walked past the chapel, heard a hymn through the wall. Same preacher, new faces, no one knew me at all. I carved my name in that river mud, swore I'd never drown, but I damn near was. Now I'm just a shadow in my hometown life, a name on a tombstone that's still alive. You can chase the past, but it won't slow. You can knock on doors, but they won't open no more. The roads still lead, but they don't show that you can't go back to Tupelo. It don't hate you, it just don't know. The man who left all those years ago. I turned around at the county line, left Tupelo behind one last time.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love
the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Every night when I lay down to sleep, my mind is north on 65. Up the interstate to Tennessee, looking for the Nashville sign. When somewhere in the distance a spotlight hits the stage, and a crowd starts to roar, and a band begins to play. The lights Nashville keep haunting me. In my dreams each night they shine on me. So I cross the stage and start to sing. I feel the heat on my face, and I believe it is my destiny. And even though it might be just a dream, you know that's where I'm gonna be. The lights in Nashville keep haunting me. Grab some beer on my way home from work. Help me get to sleep at night. Play my guitar until my fingers hurt. Drift off sometime before daylight. Then somewhere in the distance I see a spotlight hit the stage, and the crowd starts to roar, and a band begins to play. The lights of Nashville keep haunting me. In my dreams each night they shine on me. As I cross the stage and start to sing, I feel the heat on my face, and I believe it is my destiny. But if it takes all that's left of me, you know that's where I'm gonna be. The lights in Nashville keep haunting me. Oh, yeah. Those lights are like a ghost burning in my mind, always there but just out of my reach, shining on all I've missed and all I hope to find. When I wake up and they're shining on me, and I believe it is my destiny, even though it might be just a dream. You know that's where I'm gonna be. The lights in Nashville keep haunting me.
His name is John McDuffie. That is called Lights of Nashville. He will soon be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show. I can't wait to do that interview. He is fantastic. And you can check out that full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And for you folks watching and checking out the show on TikTok live right now at Tim Kelly On Air, that link is in my bio. That is a safe website. Go ahead and hit it. And if you're an artist, send me music. My email is IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com. I had the pleasure to do this next artist's very first interview on the radio, and now she has done several, including the radio station of the Grand Ole Opry at WSM. She is from Machesney Park, Illinois. My good friend McKenna Faith Winters. Her latest single out to radio is called I Plant My Own on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
You made up your mind
Not gonna go home and cry, even though that's what you thought I'd do. Funny how life goes on. Me and you will both move on. I'll never say that I never loved you. 'Cause you used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had her little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my guess it was my fault. I shouldn't have put all my happiness in your hands. But all of this will make things clearer. I see a stronger girl in the mirror. But that don't mean it doesn't make me sad. 'Cause you used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had her little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my I don't even like roses, but I never would have told you that. If you ever come around again, you'll find the sunflowers out back. You used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had a little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my but now I plant my now I plant my own.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Pulling up in a jacked up Chevy, flip flops banging on the floorboard steady. Cooler in the back with a 6-pack grin. Got Hank cranking through a busted speaker again. Blonde hair blowing in the shotgun seat. Tank top tied, cut offs barely meet. She laughs like freedom, looks like sin, and I'm already falling for the night begins. Summer looks good on you, like tan lines and tattoos. That backseat kiss in the midnight heat, with the moon hanging low and your bare feet on me. Fireworks in the sky lighting up your eyes like a 4th of July tattoo. Girl, I swear, summer looks good on you. dancing by the bonfire light, splashing in the pool, screaming, hold me tight. Country store, run for a bag of ice. She leans in close, man, this feels right. There's laughter spilling through the southern breeze, back roads humming under maple trees, and in the rear view, that bikini tops hanging on a branch where the night won't stop. It looks good on you, like tan lines and tattoos. The backseat kiss in the midnight heat, with the moon hanging low and your bare feet on me. Fireworks in the sky lighting up your eyes like a 4th of July tattoo. Girl, I swear, summer looks good on you. That breeze, that beer, that southern moon, your lips say stay and I sure do. This night won't last, but you feel like June in every red hot barefoot groove. Summer looks good on you in every wild thing we do, from the bar to the beach, in the back of my ride, with your hair down low and your kiss on fire. The stars are out and I've got proof, no doubt, girl, summer looks good on you.
He is my good friend Kirk Menard. He is hanging out with us over on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio tonight, listening to his own music live on the radio. And that is a great summertime song called Summer Looks Good on You. Man, I got to play these summertime songs right to the last minute because it won't be long and it's going to be fall, ladies and gentlemen. It's already starting to feel like it in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. But we're glad to have a break from the heat. We could use some rain, though. You can check out the full weekly weather forecast on the homepage of my website if you're planning a trip to Branson at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist is pretty hot. His music is hot, and they have some hot summers down in Texas where he's from as well. He will be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show coming up this Friday night. You don't want to miss that interview. I go on the air live at 7 p.m. Central Time on New Music Friday, and we're going to get to hear the story behind this next song, the latest single from my good friend Wes Ryan. It is called Seems Like on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on this Indie Wednesday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart. I'm taking it hard. Seems like we keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles away, and I keep wondering if there's anything left to say. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels like we're coming apart at the seams. Like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. It's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it home. Oh, we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like.
Folks, this is Rick Trevino, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing you country tracks.
I'll take Jim Beam and I'll take Jack, Johnny Walker along with any of that. I like beer if it's cold or hot, and I like drinks if they come in a shot. Just ask my exes and they will say I can stay up all night and party all day. I like cars and I like trucks. I like girls that like to wail. I like drinking all day long, and I like Randy Houser songs. Ain't nothing ever gonna change me. I like my women like I like my whiskey. I'll take a blonde or I'll take a brunette. It doesn't matter just as long as it's wet. Don't like them too tall, too short, or too skinny, but all my favorite ones, I've had plenty. I tried to stay sober with no flaws. Had many women leave me just because. I like cars and I like trucks. I like girls that like to wail. I like drinking all day long, and I like Maureen Walden songs. Ain't nothing ever gonna change me. I like my women like I like my whiskey. I've had many women leave me just because. I like cars and I like trucks. I like girls that like to wail. I like drinking all day long, and I like all Kid Rock songs. Kid Rock. Ain't nothing ever gonna change me. I like my women like I like my whiskey. Ooh, yeah.
His name is Tracy Inman. That is Tracy. Tracy Inman. Inman is INMAN. Go tell him you like this on Facebook if you like this song, because he's wanting great feedback on it. I love it. I like my women like I like my whiskey, Tracy Inman, and you'll get to hear the story behind that in an upcoming interview with yours truly. I can't wait to talk to him. This next artist is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. If I Was a House. How about that? That's an interesting song title. I told you I get a lot of them. And his name is Ken Wilber on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Indie Wednesday.
If I was a house, I'd be a double wide with an old pickup truck parked right outside, and I'd fly the red, white, and blue way up high. If I was a house, I'd be a double wide. If I was a road, I'd be red clay dirt, carving through the cornfields cut from Mother Earth. And I'd hold the tractors on my shoulders on their way to work. If I was a road, I'd I'd be red clay dirt. Pure and simple, that's the way I'd be. Just like it was handed down to me. If I was a river, I'd run 1,000 miles. I'd roll past cities, towns, and countrysides. And I'd carry coal and steel down that great divide. If I was a river, I'd run 1,000 miles. Pure and simple, that's the way I'd be. Just like it was handed down to me. If I was a country, I'd be the USA, where there's a statue in the harbor lighting up the way. And I'd open up my arms and be damn proud to say, if I was a country, I'd be the USA. I'd be a double wide with a red clay dirt road passing by, with a mighty flowing river rolling on its way, underneath the stars in the USA. Na 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 na.
Listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Alarm clock talking, eyelids bucking, DJ shouting what we don't want to hear. Time to get with it, hard as I can hit it. Before I go, you've got to know your love gets me through. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 of those in a day. Every little thing I do, yeah, it's all about you, baby, even when I'm away. Ever since I found you, boy, I think about you 86,400 times a day. Time tick-tocking, I'm clock watching. We'll soon be rocking on your front porch swing. I'm here missing your sweet kissing. Even now, I'm counting down till I get back to you. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 of those in a day. Every little thing I do, yeah, it's all about you, baby, even when I'm away. Ever since I found you, well, I think about you 86,400 times a day. Wide awake, we're
me that song was a real toe tapper, and boy, she was right. She's pretty good at math, too, isn't she? 86,400. That is the title of the latest track from Tracy Kennedy. It is Traci, Tracy Kennedy. She is also a great Canadian artist and has been a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show in the past, and she keeps making music like that. We're going to do another great radio interview. I want to hear the story behind that one. I never know what these song titles mean until we play them on the radio or hear the interviews. That is awesome. 86,400, Tracy Kennedy. How about my good friend Rocky Boven? He is up next with a great tune called Freightline and Heartline on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio on this Indie Wednesday.
Rolling wheels on an endless road, hauling dreams under heavy load. The engine hums a lonesome tune, chasing stars beneath the moon. Freight lines and hard lines pulling me apart. Every mile I drive weighs heavy on my heart. For every box I carry and every road I roam, I leave a piece behind of the place I call home. Coffee cold in a paper cup, highway signs keep lighting up. Through the rain, through the heat, through the snow, this freight keeps moving where it's got to go. Freight lines and hard lines pulling me apart. Every mile I drive weighs heavy on my heart. For every box I carry and every road I roam, I leave a piece behind of the place I call home. The laughter of my kids feels miles away, miss their first steps on a sunny day. But I'm the thread in this great big quilt. The weight of the world is the life I've built. Diesel dreams and a heavy load, the unsung heroes of the open road. The miles may stretch, but I keep on track, always forward, never looking back.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day?
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Happy hour again. It's hump day, happy hour. and Coke. I know just where to find my friend. It's hump day, happy hour. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. Everyone can join right in. Drinks half price for our friends. The place is packed, but that's okay. The views are hot either way. Gotta let your hair down and kick your boots up. It's hump day, happy hour again. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. 7 a.m. is gonna come early, can't make the night too long. Just a couple of hours to prime the pump, hear my favorite song. Crank up that jukebox and fire up the band. Hump day escape is all part of the plan. It's hump day, happy hour again. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. It's hump day, happy hour. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour.
So I used the Geico commercial and I put my voice to that, and I knew if I stayed in country radio long enough, somebody would make a song about Hump Day as well. And Mike Sudinsky did it. Happy Hump Day, Happy Hour, or Hump Day, Happy Hour. That's the title of that song. And we've been happy for the last 3 hours we've been doing this show tonight, and it is Hump Day, and I'm glad you guys are here with me on what we call Indie Wednesday. But we had Labor Day Monday, so it might not even seem like Wednesday already, but time sure flies when you're having this much fun. Let's keep the music going. How about my good friend Ariel Franz from Arizona? This is called I Wouldn't Go Anywhere. I wouldn't either. We got more music on the way on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
I've always dreamed about faraway places, snow-covered mountains and white sandy beaches, 5-star hotels and the $10 million view. I've always had it in the back of my mind that someday I'd walk the streets of Paris at night, sip on a latte in a cozy cafe, thousands of miles away. If I could go anywhere I've never been, I'd take a trip around the globe and back again. I still wouldn't trade it for where I am right now. If I could go anywhere in this world, I could be a lucky girl. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere. A friend told me I've got to see the Grand Canyon, that kind of beauty you just can't imagine. You're standing on the edge, it takes your breath away. But you do that to me every day. If I could go anywhere I've never been, I'd take a trip around the globe and back again. I still wouldn't trade it for where I am right now. If I could go anywhere in this world, I could be a lucky girl. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere. I wanna stay here with you, 'cause you're where I belong, and it's oh so close to heaven. I'm safe and warm right here in your arms, and I ain't missing nothing out there. If I could go anywhere I've never been, I'd take a trip around the globe and back again. I still wouldn't trade it for where I am right now. If I could go anywhere in this world, I could be a lucky girl. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere.
You are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
The clock is ticking, but we're standing still. Your words are heavy, like they're hard to spill. A loaded silence filling up the air. Do we fix the cracks or leave them there? I see the tremble in your hand, like a wave crashing on dry sand. Let's talk it over before it's too late. Let's mend the pieces, rewrite the fate. No need to shout, no need to run. Let's talk it over before we're undone. The walls are listening, shadows start to creep. Secrets we buried are no longer deep. Your eyes are rivers flooding every line. Can we turn back time, or is it divine? I hear the echo in your breath, a whisper wrestling with regret. Let's talk it over before it's too late. Let's mend the pieces, rewrite the fate. No need to shout, no need to run. Let's talk it over before we're undone. Silence roars like ocean waves, crashing on the love we gave. I'm still here. Are you still there? Let's talk it over under the stars. No need for armor, no need for scars. Let's talk it over, hearts on display. What we don't say just fades away. Lay down your pride like a heavy stone. No one wins when we're alone. Truth is soft, but it's not weak. Speak the words
under the stars. No need for armor, no need for scars. Let's talk it over, hearts on display. What we don't say just fades. I hear the echo in your breath, a whisper wrestling with regret. We could break or we could mend. Do we fall or do we bend?
His name is Jesse Cole James. That is a great tune called Let's Talk It Over. Jesse is Jesse. Jesse Cole James. Go give him a like and a follow. Tell him you heard him right here on the Tim Kelly Show and his great song, a hit song, Let's Talk It Over. We are going to talk it over. You're going to get to hear the story behind that song in a great radio interview. That's going to happen, though, in January of 2026. I'm a little booked up right now, but Jesse just hit me up with his great songs, and they are fantastic. You're going to love every one of them. So be sure to tune into that great radio interview. Again, that live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Donnie Cook is up next, and I'm going to be talking to him as well. This is called A Better Man Than Me from Donnie Cook on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Is he tall, dark, and handsome? Is he rich as a king? Is he ready to buy you that big diamond ring? Darling, tell me the truth before you turn and leave. Is he a better man than me? Does he know how to listen? Is he quiet and shy? Is he stronger than steel? Is he man enough to cry? Darling, look in my eyes. Tell me what you see. Is he a better man than me? Can he dry your tears whenever you cry? Will he always be there when you lay down at night? If he can love you like that and still set you free, then he's a better man than me. Can he be understanding? Is he good with his hand? Does he want only you? Is he a God-fearing man? Darling, look in my eyes. Tell me what you see. Is he a better man than me? Can he dry your tears whenever you cry? Will he always be there when you lay down at night? If he can love you like that and still set you free, then he's a better man than me. If he can love you like that, oh, and still set you free, then he's a better man than me. He's a better man than me. He's a better man than me.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Show up at the rodeo, want everyone to know. Your head teased how caterpillar eyes and where you wanna go. Nobody cares for your ugly stares, all the gossip from your mouth. Pucker up them lips and shake them hips and kiss my rough bouts. You ain't no cowgirl if you don't rope or ride. You ain't no cowgirl if you can't two-step all night. You ain't no cowgirl, just a buckle bunny in disguise. You ain't no cowgirl, believe those filter lies. Prance around this one horse town, wanting everyone to know what you drive or what you wear, or the price tag on your clothes. Us old cowgirls will keep our trucks and leave you in the dust. Pucker up them lips and shake them hips, I'll keep living on love. You ain't no cowgirl if you don't rope or ride. You ain't no cowgirl if you can't two-step all night. You ain't no cowgirl, just a buckle bunny in disguise. You ain't no cowgirl, believe those filter lies. Two-step all night, you ain't no cowgirl, just a buckle bunny in disguise. You ain't no cowgirl, don't believe those filter lies. You ain't no cowgirl if you don't rope or ride. You ain't no cowgirl if you can't two-step all night. You ain't no cowgirl, just a buckle bunny in disguise. You ain't no cowgirl, believe those filter lies.
I just booked a radio interview for January of 2026 with that talented young lady. Her name is Katie Beth Mim. Her last name is M-I-H-M. Katie Beth Mim on social media, and that is a hit song right there, You Ain't No Cowgirl. My good friend Mike Corellis, who was an interview on my show last Friday night, is up next from the great state of Texas. This is called Everything About You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Indie Wednesday.
Girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. You roll out of bed, hair falling just right, laugh in the morning like it's Friday night, bare feet tapping on that old wood floor. Every smile you give makes me want you more. You don't dress up just to turn a head, you shine in the life we're living instead. Singing a tune I ain't heard before, and I'm falling again, wanting more and more. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much, how your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night, the way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. so free. You're the best kind of woman a man can see. You turn the hard times into something sweet. Pull me in close, never miss a beat. One look from you and my sky turns blue. Girl, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. If the road gets long, I'll hold on tight. Two-step with you every Saturday night. Every mile's better with you in view. You're my forever, my dream come true. I love the way you roll your eyes when I joke too much. How your hand finds mine with that easy touch. You laugh in the morning, your kiss at night. The way you make wrong feel so right. I'd give the world just to sit by you. Every little thing that you say or do, no part of you I'd ever change or lose. Yeah, I love everything about you. Ooh, girl, the way you light up my day makes the whole world spin my way. Yeah, I love everything about.
His name is Mike Corellis. He has been hanging out with us over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air the whole show tonight. That is amazing. And he's been tapping the screen and giving us lots of love and gifts and all kinds of cool stuff. Right back at you, my friend, with a great song right there called Everything About You. Man, I've loved everything about this show tonight. I want to thank my special guests, Josh Norad and Canyon Ogle, for being on the program tonight. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time, we'll do a show called Triple Play Thursday, where every artist on the show will get played 3 songs in a row. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews tomorrow night as well. I'll have Kaylin McGee and Jason Cole, who just came back from the ISSA Awards, on the program tomorrow night on Triple Play Thursday. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. Take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry.